Get ready. It's time for a well-deserved break, Pittsburgh, with Heather Abraham and David Highfield from the KDKA TV studios. It's Pittsburgh Today Live.
All right, never let it be said that we do anything subtly here on Pittsburgh Today Live.
I have to say that between the Pittsburgh Downtown Partnership and our producers, Teddy and Krista, we have outdone ourselves today to celebrate the one and only
Picklesburgh. So, of course, it begins today in just a few hours from now, and this is a really big deal. It really is. I mean, I know, we keep making that joke. People are sick of that joke. We should not do that anymore, right? A really big deal. But anyway, I just did it again. Anyhow, Picklesburgh has been named the #1 specialty food festival in America, and look at all the items that we have here that you can get at Picklesburgh.
So we have a ton of different merchandise from various vendors that you will find all weekend long along the Rachel Carson Bridge and spilling onto the 10th Street bypass. They closed a bypass.
They closed the bypass, for Pete's sake.
Luckily, there's no rain that's going to flood that bypass this weekend.
No, but I mean, wonderful T-shirts, and a lot of them are funny. There's puns involved in this whole pickle thing.
There really are.
Yeah, so that works really well, but also food.
There's a ton of food, and what's really fun is the creativity that goes behind some of these businesses who normally would not put something like pickle or dill flavor into their products, but you bring an event like Picklesburgh and you bring your A game.
You bring your A game. In fact, I want to hold up these, if we can get a shot of these. So these are
from
beautiful
Patty's
cupcakes
Pastries.
from Patty's Pastries, and then two of them, these look like they have bacon and chocolate together.
So there's
that's not pickle
That's
themed.
the bacon bourbon.
Okay.
And then there's also the Death by Chocolate, but that is their pickle cupcake.
The pickle cupcake, you know, so really, the creativity you're talking about is so totally true. And then what is this?
This is the Brinery Poppin' Pucker Melon Pickle.
All right, we could try that later. We could maybe try it later. What we have for you right now is from East End Brewing. Look at this.
Okay.
They made pickle beer.
All right, so we're going to try that. This is their pickle beer, and it's sold at Permane Brothers, which they also sent over.
Right. So look, there's Permane Brothers sandwiches. In case you don't know what one looks like. Yep, the fries in the middle. It's the famous Pittsburgh tradition.
I will tell you.
And they think this beer, by the way, is going to sell out this weekend.
Yeah. So if you want to try it, and we are going to try it right now.
Yeah.
I have to tell you something though, David.
What?
I am one of those people where I can finish a Permane Brothers sandwich and still want another one.
Oh, well, I don't think that's an uncommon thing. I was afraid you were going to make some confession about pickles.
No.
Like the way you pull back, like use it. I got to tell you something, David. And then she makes me nervous.
It's
like
really
she's about to say, I hate pickles. And I'm like, oh my gosh, you can't say that.
It's really just about my ability to eat. I don't know what these, we have like little concoctions.
These are just little vials that they left with us. I don't know what they are.
This feels very much like Alice in Wonderland. Like, eat me, try me.
They look like fun. Hey, we are going to try this beer though now.
I am nervous. I know people love this. Oh, they're shots? Teddy
those
just said
pickle
these are
shots. You know what? This is surprisingly, I was afraid of what it would be like, but it's got a little zest, a little tang to it, right?
There is this whole group of people who love sour beer. Mm-hmm. They love, much like there is a whole group of people who love IPAs who can't get enough of them. This is in that genre.
I like it. I'm surprised that I like it because I was afraid, what is pickle beer going to taste like?
Have you ever heard of a pickleback?
No, I don't even know what that is.
Isn't that when you take a shot of whiskey and then you follow it with a shot of pickle juice?
Oh.
Or maybe you could follow it. This is a terrible idea, Heather.
Well,
we don't talk about this on TV.
Right. Heather, what are you talking about? I have had a martini instead of olives with a pickle in.
And
it's delicious.
I'm sure.
Yeah.
Well,
so anyhow, there's a lot to eat and drink at
and shop and support local too. I mean, they have put their creative face on and bringing us all these products. So it's
a lot of display too.
It's going to be a fun weekend. Not to mention that the Pirates are also playing. So you're going to have the Pirates playing in the backdrop, watching over to the Rachel Carson Bridge, which this is a live setup right now. The pickle is up. We're going to join Daisy Jade here in just a little bit, she's over there.
Yeah, and we also want to mention Heather and I are going to be over there starting at noon today to introduce a band, and hopefully we can meet some of you guys out there as well. So that's today at noon, and before that, we're going to go over to Daisy, because things are new this year, and so we want to get the lay of the land at Picklesburgh, and we will do that coming up a little bit later.
It's going to be fun, but it is a big weekend. Outside of Picklesburgh, there are going to be a lot of people heading to the downtown area. Maren Morris is playing Stage AE tonight, so the North Shore is also going to be popping. She is quickly becoming one of the biggest country singers in the world. Most people probably know the song that's out at the top of the charts, The Middle with Zed.
All right, and then, of course, the Black Music Festival has been going on at Point State Park, and now we want to talk about Kevin Hart, because he's at PPG Paints Arena on Sunday, and I will tell you, we have learned his show almost completely sold out. I'm
surprised it's not already, and the only reason it probably isn't is because there's so much to do this weekend.
There's so many things to choose from.
Yeah,
so there's a lot happening. All right, well, neither of them are joining us live on the show this morning, but a Pittsburgh legend is. Wait until you hear who is joining us. Well, this gives it away.
There you go. It's Bill Cowher. Can I just tell you that I set up this interview and I had to text Bill Cowher, and I did not know how to address him. So I said, "Hi, Mr. Cowher. I mean, Coach." I couldn't put my awkwardness into the text, but I just didn't know how to do it. It was. I showed the phone to Frankie and I said, "I'm texting Coach Cowher right now, and I don't know if this is right."
Here's the thing about it. I think it's like, remember like your school teachers, when you see them now as an adult, you know, and you still want to like say Mrs. Smith or Mr., you know, Alexak or whatever, because that's how you know them. Well, that's my 5th grade teacher, Mr. Alexak. You think of people because they're your teachers. But I don't know that I can conduct this interview without calling him Coach Cowher.
I think you have to. I don't know. But he and his wife, Veronica, are going to be joining us because they're talking about something that's near and dear to their hearts, something they've been a part of for a number of years now. It's the Celebrity Care Fest. It takes place in Gibsonia, and when they say celebrity, they mean celebrity. Between music, like the Temptations, the Jacksons, Veronica, Queen V is also going to be performing too, so we're going to find out all the details about that coming up in just a little bit.
Stay tuned. Don't go anywhere. If you're late for work, just tell them that we said it was okay. So
or that Coach Cowher was going to be mad if he didn't watch.
Exactly.
I don't know.
You don't want to make Coach Cowher mad. All right, I have to share with you something. I put this on my Facebook page, but this just cracked me up. So I came home the other day. Gary had put away the groceries, but look what he added to the wine rack.
I saw this.
So, like, and I thought this was not only ingenious, but this is one of the many reasons why I love him so much. Well, like, of course, everyone should put the Hershey syrup in the wine rack, right?
It makes total sense. Although I know that you've been carefully watching what you eat, so it's like he was putting it right in your face. How rude.
Well, I even told him, like, why did we even order this? Like, why did we get Hershey syrup?
You never know when you're going to need chocolate milk or
that's exactly
a
what
sundae.
he said. He said, you know what? Just because you're trying to be good doesn't mean you can't have a moment of indulgence.
Don't rain on his parade.
Right.
Come on.
No. All right, is it time to take questions? Should we take some questions?
Let's do it.
Let's do it. Let's get this thing fired up.
Let's get into our Friday free-for-all, and we have Jackie who is asking, who is your favorite comedian?
I love Jim Gaffigan. I mean, I really think he's really good. I love Tina Fey and Amy Poehler. Like, when the two of them are together hosting something, I think they're fantastic. Like, who are your favorites? Like, that's just, and I can name so many.
It's so hard. Honestly, I enjoy so many comedians, and I follow so many of them online.
Well, you listen on your drive into work. You listen to comedy on the radio.
Yeah. To me, you can never repeat the joke. If you try and repeat a comedian's joke, it's never funny.
No.
It's the whole tone and demeanor and the way they tell it and the audience reaction. Well, but to me, it makes me laugh on my way into work. And I love that.
And isn't it nice to start your day with a laugh? Yeah. So that's that. Great question, Jackie. All right, Maureen is asking, do you hang out with any of the news personalities from other stations? Are there other stations?
Are there other stations? I didn't know.
I wasn't aware of any other stations. No, you know what? One thing that I don't know if this is true in every city, but I truly think it's true in Pittsburgh, and I think it speaks to Pittsburghers. I mean, it's not that we're not competitive. We're totally competitive.
Right.
But out and about, we're very much friends with other people from other stations, not just out when you're covering stories, but we do get together.
I mean, think about it like football. I'm sure football players from other teams, because they do the same thing, but it's the physicality of what they're doing and the love of the game that unites them, and that's kind of I mean, there's no maybe physicality to what we do, unless you call eating a lot.
Yeah.
But it's still there's something to it. You know, we get it.
You know, there's a bonding kind of thing going on, and I would say, and I've even watched like new reporters in the market, and they're kind of taken aback. Like
by how nice
they're like, what are you talking to the
happen.
competition?
Yeah.
Don't talk to the competition. All right.
Okay, who else
question.
we have?
Mary Ellen. Who's going to read it? You read it.
You can do it.
All right. When you're out and about doing interviews, do you have cue cards with the folks' names on them? And you know what?
That's a good question.
No. Sometimes you might have notes in your hand to remember, but I want to shine a spotlight on Selena Pompiani in particular right now. Because she amazes us. She does interviews sometimes, and there's no cue card. And if you watch, she'll have like four complicated names, and like somebody Constantinople, Thaddeus, like real complicated, big long names
with long titles.
And
some
she's
people
just able to remember them all. And I don't know, I am amazed by her doing that.
To me, sometimes it's not even the name, it's the titles that go along with the name.
Oh, yeah.
Because you might be the senior vice president of marketing and development for some big, long, then named company.
Right.
And you have to remember all that in addition to their name.
Whatever Selena is doing with her memory power, we all need to take a Selena Pompiani memory course. In fact, that could be a thing. We could start that on YouTube or something, or on KDKA.com.
Connie says, I just wanted to share my furry buddy with David. Notice that we had to reinforce the feeder because they keep trying to gnaw their way in. So do we have the picture? There we go.
Oh, look at this. It's one of Felix's relatives.
Trying to break into the birdhouse.
You know what? This is the latest thing that Gary bought, and this does not harm the squirrel. It's supposed to repel them, though.
What?
So he bought these like little wooden balls to stick in our flower pots on the back porch. And also, we're having our trees trimmed, because the tree is now like growing onto the back deck, and I think that's part of the problem. So the squirrels now think, oh, the back deck's part of our house too.
There's something really funny about what's happening behind you. The
What?
Picklesburgh balloon is just kind of floating
rotating?
in between your, so it's just right behind your head. What happened to your picnic table? Do you not?
Oh, no, I haven't. But you know what? I have not bought any new nuts for it in a long time. Yeah, so that's true. She bought us a picnic table.
All right, let's get on that, David. We need to see Felix.
Right. The next question is for Ron, and it's Kimberly, and she's saying Ron does not know what this question is.
I don't.
We did not tell him ahead of time, but I did tell him it's about his wardrobe. And so the question is, I thought he was supposed to wear a suit with shorts.
We were supposed to do that. We made that commitment here.
Yes.
I thought we're going to do it too.
I was a little wishy-washy about it. Ron was adamant about it.
Well, I said it had to be on one of the hottest days of the year. Now, unfortunately, next week we have a 92-degree day, but I'm off. I'm out of town during that time. So I tell you what, the next, if I don't get in trouble, the next time we're forecasting 90s for PTL. I'll sport some.
PTL.
PTL.
Yeah, I'll
you know what? For PTL, we could all wear shorts.
Let's do it.
Let's just have a shorts day. The next time it's like above 90.
Okay. As soon as I get back, like every day, I'm putting 90s on the board.
I love it. Although shorts are my nemesis.
Why?
This could be a whole thing, and so maybe I won't even go into it. We'll save it for Shorts Day. We'll save it for Shorts Day.
You look great, Heather. You don't got to work.
Like, no, there is not time for this.
We're going to save. Well, I'll save my
and you know what? We're
going
to have to save some of these questions, too, because they were great questions, and we tried to get through as many as possible. And thank you all for chiming in and giving us things to talk about. We appreciate it. Well, coming up here, PTL wants to send you back to your childhood or your younger adulthood with front row seats to see New Kids on the Block and for a meet and greet backstage. So go to the contest tab on our website and enter to win. The show is coming up next Tuesday night, and the winner will be announced that morning.